Hello again, this is Cal Knight. I am back again with the Forgotten City. We are on part 6, I think. I've been doing some wandering around since my last video. Came back in. Now, I did have a talk with the guy back down here. Whoop! Wrong one. Alright, let's go back here. So I started to look for Khabash again. So I thought I'd come back down here, see if I could talk to this guy. Turns out this guy's Greek.
Ah, you've returned. Good to see you again, friend. Did you find what you need?
So you have the option to kind of go into a debate or deep discussion with this guy. And the last time I did that, I said pretty much, yeah, I know what I was doing, I need to talk to you. And he sort of blew me off. So unfortunately, if you do that, he kind of clams up. But at the same time, you can say, would you like to have a little bit of discussion with me? You can also say, I'll pass, and you can also just talk to him normally. And then you just go through here and talk to stuff. And eventually...
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
Yeah, apparently he's from a past generation of people that survived down here. And he doesn't want to necessarily be found out. So, you know, you have to give him the option of, or have him, you have a little discussion with him. He'll tell you about, you know, how he ended up down here and stuff. And also, if you notice, there aren't any golden statues down here, so if you decide to kill him, which I did in another video, nothing happens, so there's that. Unfortunately, if you kill the guy, you can't get his key to come down here, which is weird, but that's how it is. But eventually, he gives you a rusted key, and that opens up that door, and so apparently there's been more than one culture that has lived here, besides Greeks and Romans. So yeah, if you have a discussion with that fellow, he tells you that there's been like he and 12 other guys, or 12 other guys, including him, had escaped down here into the lower regions of the city, which is, you know, kind of ironic if you've already learned the secret of this place. That's interesting. We actually got mummies. Alright. Well, best keep your bow at the ready. Yeah, something I've noticed, if you hear that whoosh, whoosh sound, it's from the other side. You hear that whoosh, whoosh, It's those guys turning their heads to look at you. Took me a little bit while to figure that part out, but I mean, I seen them in like the past video or so that. Zombie, 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 eh, 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 oh, oh. Zombie, 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 eh, 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 ooh, ooh. And I'm gonna need my bow out. Looks like he's running from something. You know what? I'm not surprised. From the sounds of things in the darkness, it sounds like there's probably reason to be running from something. Guard against the evil spirits. And welcome to the dead to the Underworld. Welcome to the Underworld, where things still walk in the darkness. Is it Khabash?
Stop! Do not come any closer. Who are you?
How is it you speak English?
I am Khabash. And let me guess. Another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors, Trousers, boots, curious here. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want? To what end? That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you?
No,
I
I'm
was
not.
planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it, and restore the honor of Osiris. Now, as for the other plaque. Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit, and there it was. You may not. In fact, I am about to destroy it. Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie. I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
The Duat?
Indeed, and I see you know our history. This is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story. And here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the Underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew. I am glad to hear it, which brings me to this other, fourth plaque. It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us. And that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this, I cannot accept. I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more. You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name. You are too late. It is done. It could not have gone any other way. It was Osiris's will. Now, the thing of evil you sought is gone. Why are you still here? I am from Rakotis, which you may know as Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman, like my father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber. On my 7th trip, a passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around us. I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kirti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kirti, the ram-headed ferryman described in the Book of the Dead. This is where I belong, as caretaker of the memories of my people. If our ways are to be remembered, it falls to me. I think if someone is to break the golden rule, it will not be me, for I try to live as I always have by the command of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods. I do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the Underworld? Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls. All I know is, it would be unwise to venture down there. Is everyone so contrary where you are from? Do not even consider it. Good. Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to go down there. I see it in your eyes. You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness. We shall see.
This should be a good time to save. Well, woohoo! Take the item. Take it, I say. And now we end up even deeper. In a world beyond. The outer depths. These are the inner limits. So even here, someone has seen too much. Oh, there goes there's a saving there. Hello. Yes, people. I said I'd come to rescue you, but I'm not necessarily sure that that's necessarily going to be. Smash it open and causing water to flow out. It's rather interesting that it's almost perfectly round. They're trying to defend themselves from something. Look, this way. Hey, the final words of Namakuzu bear witness. Shut down and mass produce it. The Sumerians. I'm not gonna hit it just yet. I'm gonna take a look around before I spring all the traps. Some deep water over there.
When I told you that you would not find a way back up, that was not a prediction. That was a promise. You will die here. I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the Underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed? Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy? Why? To what end? But why? What business could you have with Osiris? Blasphemous fool! You have sealed your own fate.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
You have died. idea. Lightning just struck my brain.
When I told you that was a prompt, you will. Do not be a fool. I disagree. You have very why. Then you admit many we prepared to, and yet I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience? Blasphemer! You have... Good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his voice shakes the very foundations of the earth. I can only hope one more...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
When I told you that, you will... I disagree. You have under... Very wise. Then you, many of my ancestors, we prepare, and yet I arrive. Did our priests steal and embellish the... Blaspheme! You have sealed... I can...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
When I told you that, you... What? Then you, many, we prep, and yet I update our priest. I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
You were the only...
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Yeah, abandoned a lifetime of good character now that matters most.
You are persuasive. Very well. I will let you live, and you may do what you will with that plaque. I will remain here for a while, and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs. Go.
Yay. Yeah. Save game. Goodbye, man. Now the question is, what do we change up top side? So see, that was the Egyptian and the mysterious one. And then the last one is the fellow that's locked up.
Ah, you've returned.
Yes, I've
Good to see
returned.
you again, friend.
But I'll be gone for
I
now.
enjoyed it.
Alright, I will. Although if all goes as well, you know, I might have to, bringing a peaceful resolution to... The priestess liveth. All right.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Don't believe a word they tell you.
What's up?
Shalom, friend. All right,
Okay.
friend.
Whatever. Get up there. Actually, no. Quickest route probably gonna be this way.
Ave.
Ave, Ave, Ave.
I hope you're coping.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, gotta cope with life down here. But we're gonna have some words here. The Egyptian. And cuneiform. Now we're down to just one piece left. Alrighty, let's go, I'm gonna end it here, and then, next video we're probably gonna do the redo, or re-go through, or whatever, because I should have enough people voting for Galerius, and we'll see what happens. Alright, well, thank you for watching. This has been, finding out more about the depths, you know, down there. Thank you for watching, and if you like my videos, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Keep an eye out for other videos, and I shall see you again, and thank you again for watching. And see you around.